the other participants, do you guys have any question to raise out? Just feel free to ask.
Okay, so I'm seeing a question in chat. Hi, how do you allocate the time for study and entertainment? Well, the funny thing is I don't have a timetable. I don't have a study timetable, contrary to what most of you would think. Simply because if I have a timetable, I would think that it's kind of constricting, like I must do this during this era. I mean, I have an internal timetable. I know that when I should study and when I should relax, but I don't have a. Sometimes it's you should be a little flexible. So how did I allocate time between study and entertainment? Is that it's pretty simple for me, but let me think if I could elaborate in a better way for you guys. I would say, if you want to quantify the time, I would say entertainment for around 30 minutes, then you proceed on with your studies for around 1 hour or 1 hour and a half, depending on the complexity of your subject area. Because this is highly subjective. Allocating time between study and entertainment is not a really straightforward process, because I believe you would have some systems in mind, like say the tomato process, rest for 5 minutes, work for 25 minutes. It really depends on the subject area. If it's a really tough subject area at hand, maybe 25 minutes would be straight. 25 minutes would be a little taxing for you. You're like, I can't just understand this one point, so I have to just read it for like 10 seconds or maybe like 1 minute. Okay, and then I just cool down, take a little time, go and walk around and go back to the study table and try to understand again. Sometimes you have to be flexible, but generally your study time should be around 66% of your time, and entertainment should take around 1/3, because it's a tough process, and you will also need to wind off, accordingly. And Zling, for your information, that's there is a serious problem that I encountered during my second year, in the sense that I started off full throttle from the beginning of the academic year itself, and I didn't really take any breaks. I just kept doing notes. I just kept studying, textbooks and all the articles, the full package, And during March, I had a breakdown, not like a mental breakdown, not like I cried or something. It's not about that. The breakdown in the sense of your capacity to study. So like one fine day, I woke up and suddenly I realized I was not able to write any essays because I can't recall any single thing in my brain. And when I read textbooks, even notes, which are relatively easy to digest, nothing went into my brain. Nothing. It was like my brain forced me to stop for all of the hard work that I've done previously. So it was at that point that I knew that I overstudied, and that was before COVID. So it was March, and I think a few days later, the COVID, there was the COVID outbreak, and then we had to switch to online exams. So this may be it may be a little sensitive, but I am grateful to COVID in this sense, because for me to have a breakdown so close for physical exams, and you all know that physical exams is really demanding on memory, is demanding on the mental well-being. If it was still written exams, I'd be done for. I wouldn't get my 3 first classes for my second year. See? So for my third year, I've also took a more balanced approach, in the sense that I made sure to relax and study. And yeah, that's basically, but it's not to say that, I relaxed and I didn't do my homework. I still did, I still did read a lot of articles and stuff. So, it's maybe I could say that it all depends, but you should find your own balance, but make sure that entertainment doesn't take up too much, but please don't discount on your entertainment as well, because you need to rest well, right? So that's my take on that.
So to rephrase Sebastian answer, what we can say, it follows according to individual, and we all have to find our own balance for the entertainment and also for studies. But let's make sure entertainment does not overtake our studies.
Definitely. And don't let your studies overtake your entertainment as well. It works both ways, yeah.
Okay, so I've asked few fellow mates of mine to raise some questions. So let me share one of their questions is, how do you